Good morning, YouTube. Carlos Amaro is back at it again with another video. I really don't like that intro. If there's a better way to say, or if you guys like the intro or don't even care about it or whatever, let me know what you guys think of the intro in the comments. Anyways, today, as you guys can read from the caption, is a hamstring and glute exercise or a leg day, and it is dedicated to the women. Yes, finally, I have somebody who can model the exercises. The only reason why she hasn't been in the video sooner is because with everything going on, she just needed time to get her strength back. She said, she hasn't been in the gym in a minute. So this is my good friend Stephanie. We have been training together for about 3 years. She was a client at first, and she was so boss that I'm like, you know what? Yeah, why don't you just become my training partner? Yes. So she'll be modeling all the exercises, and I will be giving details on how to do them. Okay. I feel like there's a cooler way to say that, but yeah. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started. Make my face hurt too.
I'm recording you.
Take the pre-workout now.
How you gonna record me when you?
Then at night, 2 apples, and all the butter, some strawberries, some water again. You know what? First thing these guys that was talking to here.
All right, guys, starting off the workout with hip abduction and adductions. I definitely recommend that you guys start your leg days with these pretty much all the time. Or there's ways to implement them in the middle of your workout, but pretty much I always start these with my clients just because, when you're trying to hit those glutes, everybody, I think every woman who's watching this video who has been trying to grow their glutes, they pretty much start with this exercise, which is, or they do implement it all the time. Now, I know there's a million one variations. The one that I like to start with is with my clients is you slightly sit up or closer, and you go from there. Very important. Don't be trying to dramatically open your legs. Basically, a little bit of force will go a long way. And if you guys even look while Stephanie's doing it, her legs aren't opening dramatically, just enough. You'll realize that you end up feeling the pump right away. So something else that we're doing is that she'll sit up normally, and then you guys will see at a certain point I tell her to move forward. And the reason for that is because we're trying to hit the top part of her glutes. You guys will see in future videos that I'm always trying to hit the top part of the glutes because of the simple fact that honestly, when you hit that part, it actually helps to help the glutes grow all together. Basically, everybody who trains on booty day, you guys will realize that you guys always end up hitting. It's very easy to hit the sides or hit the bottom part, the little cheeky part. The top part of the glutes is what really will help get that full roundness of the glutes. Okay, so this last set, basically, she went very heavy. I didn't even have to increase the weight. She did it all by herself, but she started off at a very heavy weight. She leaned forward, and then she started hitting a little bit of pulses. And just to get whatever's left, you guys already know I love my drop sets. So basically from there, what I did, and you guys will see, is that we're just going to hit 10 reps, but when she opens up her legs, she won't bring them all the way in. She's basically going to be doing these little pulses just to continuously make the top part burn. So you guys will see that I put my hand to stop her right there, and then from there she has to keep pulsing. And you guys won't see it in the video, but she actually ended up on the floor, which is pretty funny. But yeah, so right after that, we went into some hip thrusts. Very important with these is placing yourself in the right position where you guys do feel your glutes and that you guys don't feel your back. So what I recommend is that you guys will see from the side that her feet are slightly away from her knees, and then from there she's just thrusting up. Okay, that's the whole goal. We don't need to come up too high, but you want to come up high enough that you feel your glutes squeeze. That's it. When doing these, choose a weight that you can handle. And again, slow and control. You guys already know. I'm very big on that. Right after that, we did some stiff leg deadlifts just to stretch out, okay? if you guys look, she's not dramatically moving forward. I know a lot of women, they'll move very, very forward and they'll put their hips dramatically forward. That's not necessary. You want to thrust upward, but just enough for you to squeeze your glutes. There's no need to dramatically move your hips forward. And in fact, in doing so, you accidentally are squeezing your back, and you know your back can get into it. It's nothing too crazy, but we want to avoid that. So I'm just trying to tell you guys that it's not completely necessary. Once you stand up straight, there we go. Just squeeze your glutes and call it a day. So she did do a heavy set before that. She had a 25 on each side. It became too heavy for her. You know, Stephanie's still just starting off. And from there, I said just 2 sets where it's just normal weight. And the reason why I'm going under is just so you guys can see she's not going too far down. She's not going dramatically down. And going very, very low with hip thrusts, even and especially when you start to do heavier weight, your back will start to engage from the bottom up. We just want to go down just enough and then come up and squeeze those glutes. That's it. Okay. And then again, for the stiff legs, we already know all we're trying to do is stretch out those hamstrings and then come up nice and strong and squeeze those glutes. That's it. Okay, now time for a big heavy movement, the leg press. I know every woman loves these too, so if you guys pay attention, she's not going too far down. I always tell my clients, you want to listen to your body, and I encourage you guys to do that too. You guys want to go low enough to where you guys feel that stretch in between the hamstrings and your butt, basically. Once you feel that, come up and try to squeeze, okay? Very important also is that we never want to lock our legs. It may look like Stephanie's doing that, but she's not. But we want to I always encourage you guys, come up right before your legs completely lock, then go right back down, okay? That's how you keep the tension. That's how we stay away from the knees. That's mainly for the leg press, okay? So here, Stephanie did about 3 plates on each side, and she says she was actually surprised that she was able to do this weight. Now, because you guys will see, she'll like stop for a minute and like she feels the burn in her quads. Again, at a certain point, especially when you guys go into these heavy movements, that's completely fine. If you guys still can feel that stretch at the bottom of the movement, then you guys will be okay. We're still hitting those hammies and those glutes. It's never a problem to, hit those quads. It's never a problem. But you guys want to make sure that you guys, at least for the negative portion, the coming down portion, that you guys are feeling that stretch. So she did say she wanted to do 4, and I said, okay, I'll help her. She said she was only probably going to do 5, so I'm here just to make sure that she does get past that. So she's coming down as low as she can. Another thing that I want you guys to notice is where her butt is at. Her butt is not curving against the back of the seat or anything like that. She's coming down and having control, and she's trying to explode on the way up. She's in a sense, when you start doing heavier weight, your certain body parts are just going to end up taking over for you. So she's coming down as low as she can, and her range of motion started to get a little funky right there. I'm only mentioning that because I know people will say something, but anyways, I thought it would be perfect for her to do a drop set. For movements like this, it's always perfect to do a drop set. So at this point, I said, just whatever you got left, just dish it out. And so she was dying. She was doing whatever she had left, and that's what I do encourage that you guys always do, that you got whatever you guys have left in the tank, just dish it out with these last movements. But yeah, right after this, she ended up on the floor, and that is what we want to aim for, guys. Very important is making sure that you guys just whatever you guys got left in the tank, dish it out. Okay, guys, right after that heavy, stupid set, we go into some cable leg lifts. This is equivalent to, I guess you could say, the pectoral fly. I like to put clients on these at the beginning of their workout or at the end. Basically, after doing some heavy stuff, your body might be taxed. You might feel like, like if I do squats, I might not feel my glutes, my quads might take over. So This would be a good exercise to go for if you're really just trying to target those glutes and really just develop them to the max, okay? If you guys look at the top of the movement, you guys can really see the top portion of those glutes, and that's very important. I want you guys to have that in mind when you guys do these movements. That's the very important thing, is that we don't want to just go ahead and say, oh, I know how to do that exercise, and you guys just go ahead and do it. What are you feeling? What are you aiming for when you're doing this exercise? So if you guys look, she's not just going straight back, she's slightly to the side. That's so that she can hit the side part of her glutes, but not just that, but then the top portion. Again, when we hit that top portion, we're aiming for those full round glutes. Okay, we want it to be difficult when we put jeans on. You feel me? We're trying to get slim thick. The summer is coming, okay? So yes, so if you guys look, when I go ahead and zoom in the mirror, that's only so that you guys can see that top portion, okay? It's not just so that this video looks good, it's so that you guys can see what muscle she's really aiming for. We're not just moving weight. There's a purpose behind everything that we do, okay? So when doing these, have a decent amount of weight. And if you guys feel like, oh, you know what, there's just so it's too heavy for me, you guys can also do this on a mat. You guys don't need weight, but just remember, you're trying to focus on the squeezes, okay? Very, very important. Okay, and we end this workout with lying leg curls, or laying leg curls. 4 sets of 15, nothing too fancy. Slow and controlled on the way down, and we want to go ahead and control that weight to where it's not just slamming into our butt, okay? If you guys look, she's chilling because she had nothing left. There was no point in going heavy because she couldn't feel her legs anyways. This is just to finish off those hamstrings and make sure that whatever we got left, we just leave it here. But besides that, guys, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please leave a like. Please subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed yet for weekly videos that will be coming out, guys. But until then, I will see you guys later. Carlos Mauro out.